Well, you probably recognize Prevail from his more than 2-decade-long music career, including 4 Junos. Prevail is here today to talk about some of his new writing, some music, and lots of stuff going on.
You are a very busy man.
There's lots of stuff going on. Yeah. All of it exciting.
All of it always very exciting with you. Let's talk about your new music kind of endeavor. You're with Neff, who is your nephew?
Yeah, my oldest nephew.
Name, yeah.
Yeah, my oldest nephew.
Awesome. So how did that get started? What are you guys working on?
Well, the group is called Alpha Omega.
Right.
And unbeknownst to me, my nephew had a great job. He moved here from Victoria. I'm also from the island.
Right.
He moved here about 4 or 5 years ago. Set him up with a wonderful job at a wonderful restaurant, which I will allow to remain nameless.
Okay.
And one day he said, "Unc, I quit work." I said, "What's up?" He said, "I want to rap."
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, so how do we go about doing all that? So we started forming Alpha Omega. We jumped right in the studio, and we haven't looked back. It's been awesome. Our producer, DJ, is from Greece. He goes by the name Tyler Durden.
Okay.
Fight Club reminiscent.
Okay.
And he's an amazing producer, amazing beat maker, gem of a guy. I know him very well. So it's an exciting new project, a bit of a different direction from what you may traditionally know from my past 2 decades in the music industry.
Sorry, didn't mean to date you on that.
Hey, that's okay, man. I don't hide my age.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been awesome. In fact, our EP drops. Can I shamelessly plug that?
Please do. Yeah.
November 13th.
Kitsilano Records?
Kitsilano Records. So my friend Dave and I, Dave Barnett, what up, Dave? What up, Sarah? They're just having a brand new newborn baby, so congratulations, you guys.
Awesome.
So yeah, just started something super fun, mellow, and it's not a super underground hip hop label. Our group obviously is, but we're looking at some rock entities and signing some other genres of music that I wholly appreciate.
Always evolving with you. Definitely notice that. What's it like to work with family?
To be honest, it's enlightening. Not only is my nephew, I love him to death. He's very talented. So he's actually spurred me to do some things that pushed my envelope. I was finding them pushing my corners a little bit as well. So it's good. He's rejuvenated my vision of what it means to be an MC.
And you're back touring again, which is super cool. You're doing some dates around BC, kind of. Sure. I know you're in Kelowna. I think you're doing one tomorrow night here in Vancouver.
Yeah, at 7 Lounge on Broadway. So small, intimate show.
Friday night.
Right.
And then yeah, we've just lined up. I also have a part-time, a boutique agency, tour agency called Audiomatic. So we've just lined up. It's gone from 7 shows to 19 shows across the country for Alpha Omega, and so we set off a day before the album comes out, starting in Victoria, make our way all the way to Montreal and start working back west.
Across Canada.
Yeah.
So you are somebody that's obviously had a lot of success, but you also give back. You're involved with Music Heals. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so I'm a very proud ambassador. Myself and Chin and Jetty, Dan Mangan, we have a great core group of people. Again, Dave Barnett's involved in that, Chris Brandt, Kelly Corbett. Amazing group of people. The idea, of course, is to enable music therapists to have more paid hours to help their patients. So in whatever avenue that they feel is best suitable to help aid and heal their patients, we allow them to navigate where that needs to be allotted. So from everything from Children's Hospital to women's shelters to outreach programs to HIV/AIDS, Dr. Peter AIDS Foundation we work very closely with as well. And the gala this year, the 2nd annual gala we call Strike a Chord, is coming up on the 22nd of October.
At Imperial, and you're hosting.
I am, 2nd year in a row. I have first right of refusal, so I always say someone is going to have to come along and try to dethrone me because I'm very passionate about the charity. And it's a great musical element. What's nice about the gala every year is that it's music focused, as it should be, being a music charity. And it's not so much about, the idea is we have a lot of places around the venue that you can donate, and afterwards and before the fact online, obviously, so it's very comprehensive.
Awesome. That's, yeah, certainly a great cause and close to your heart. So
absolutely.
It's nice to be able to give back and have some fun while you're doing it.
Totally.
We also want to talk about Bloodtype Media, which is a new kind of writing thing that you've started where people are able to remain anonymous and submit their works.
Which I think is great because it's very, you leave yourself very vulnerable when you write and you put it out into the world, and in today's culture with the haters and the trolls, I like the idea of it.
Haters and the trolls.
Haters and the trolls.
Yeah, so
my next poem.
The idea behind Bloodtype, it's actually a spin-off of Prevail.com. So as I've loved being in the music industry, what I've really learned about myself, I had an apartment for just 1 month in Montreal about 3 or 4 years ago, and I would write every day at Parc La Fontaine, and I'm probably massacring the name, so pardon me to all my Francophone friends out there, but I would go and I would just write poetry every day, and it actually sparked that I have a deep love of writing beyond lyrics. So that avenue kind of opened up to me, and at that same time, we fell into the fold with the idea that in this day of social engagement, we thought it might be a neat idea to strip all of that away. And so all of our writers go by nom de plumes, therefore allowing the readership base to judge the writing strictly on the writing itself. So we encourage all of our artists to, in fact, we won't publish anyone that doesn't take a nom de plume, much like a George Sands or however you frame it.
Yeah.
And our first entity is called the Arachna, is what they go by.
Wow.
Awesome.
So we're going to make ourselves vulnerable here because we are going to read you some of our poetry.
Cool.
We're so excited that you're here.
No remaining anonymous right now.
No anonymous, yeah. So what we have done, we're so excited that you're also going to judge. We've written poems about each other. Mm-hmm. We don't have a lot of time left, so here it is.
Ladies
here's
first.
my poem.
Okay.
With every swing at wit, there are misses and sometimes a hit. A mischievous laugh and a wink, and Peter Verge performs a link. A laugh ripples through the crowd, but he's only as good as his next strikeout.
Ooh, great rhyme scheme.
Thank you.
I got chills.
Yeah, that
I
was
got
awesome.
chills.
Just like
That
some
was great.
baseball and about his humor.
No, it was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Okay.
Very awesome.
I won't need a beat for this, but this was about Bianca. Organized, caring, and driven by nature, yet somewhat scattered, often packing lunch in her cheese grater. An import from Germany, sweet like a Hefeweizen, she's a talented and educated TV host to the top that she's rising. She laughs at all my dumb jokes and is the perfect work wife. And while I don't admit it much, she's usually right. When it comes to people, it doesn't get much better than Bianca. She's fresher than fresh, like a spritz of Banaka.
I think we just had a sleepless in Seattle
Mic
moment
drop.
there, didn't
Wow.
we? Awesome.
Mic
Love
drop.
it.
There we go.
Okay.
The two new Canadian Poet Laureates.
So do you have a winner, or is it
Can I call it an even tie? Because I think both framed with great ingenuity and
awesome?
passion.
That was like, I'm nervous.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was hard to do.
That was good. And we're out of time.
We're out of time, yes.
That's it.
If you want
Well, thank you
tickets
so
to
much.
the Music Heals Gala on October 22nd, you can go to musicheals.ca. You can also follow Prevail on Twitter @PrevailPrevail.